to my channel, Queeny KB. I'm so happy that you have joined me. If you're new here, please consider yourself a royal and be sure to check out all the other videos on this channel, and also remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. If this is not your first time, welcome back. I'm so happy that you have joined me once more. In this episode, I will be telling you how to choose a wedding venue, and remember to stay to the end of the video to hear my fun fact. So before you can plan other aspects of your wedding day, I believe that the wedding location, the wedding venue is the most important aspect. Once you get that out of the way, then everything else will follow suit. Everything else will just fall in place. The wedding location is not to be taken for granted. It is not optional, like you have to choose a wedding venue. There are so many options for you to choose from, whether you're going to be doing it at the Stan Mansion in Chicago, or the helipad at the St. Regis in Abu Dhabi, or Prospect Villas St. Anne, or in your own backyard. Then you have to make a choice. As such, I will be just taking you through 10 easy steps on how to pick your venue. The general location. So you need to decide which region, which general location you'd want your wedding to take place. Where is it that you see yourself getting married? So I'm from Kingston, Jeffrey is from St. James, and we needed to find a middle ground so as not to favor one side of the family to the other. The middle ground for us would have been St. Anne, a perfect location. And that was, our reasoning behind it. For you, it may be, and your guests travel out of the country. Can they travel out of town? Is it a location that you've always dreamt of? Is this your childhood location? Is this a location that you've always wanted to travel to? So you have different factors that are going to, of course, affect your decision for that. But decide on the general location, right? Then, of course, my favorite, your budget. You have to decide on how much it is that you're willing to allocate to your location. And there are so many things that you have to think about your venue and your budget. It's much more than renting a space. Each venue provides a package, right? And funnily enough, some venues, their only thing to rent is just a space, and you will have to do your whole wedding a la carte. Now, you also have the option of choosing a venue that does full service. You must understand that all-inclusive or full service may or may not save you money, right? Don't jump to assume that, because this venue is providing everything for me, then yes, I'm gonna get a good package deal and I'm gonna save my money. It may work out better for you to do your thing a la carte. It really comes down to your convenience or your preference. So if it is that you're a hands-on bride and you want to pick every single, detail that goes on in your wedding, then you can choose just a blank space and do your thing. If it is that you know that you don't have much experience and you have the money to spend and you're willing to spend it, then you can choose a full service. But that is only if the service that the venue is offering is within what you are already hoping for, what you're already expecting, right? Because remember, not every venue is going to offer what it is that you want to do, even though they're offering to do a full service, right? Guest list. Your guest list, this is coming up quite often, and that is why an episode will be dedicated to the guest list. The guest list and your venue. You have to know the number of guests that you are going to be inviting. And a lot of brides or a lot of couples, they assume that, I'm going to invite 80 guests and I know 30 of them will not come. No. They may just come. So figure the limit that you want to have, and then you run with that estimate. Of course, you can downscale. It's always easier to downscale and to go more because your venue's capacity may not be able to fit that. So you have to ask the question, can your venue's capacity accommodate your head count, right? A lot of couples, they try to cram, large number of guests into a small space. And on the reverse, a lot of them don't realize that they are renting this large oversized space for the small number of guests that they have. And so they have to be putting on things to, fill the space, make it feel more intimate. So what you're gonna do is basically find out from the venue if they can accommodate the number that you have already estimated for your guest count. Then you need to know the type of guests that you're having. The type of guests will have you thinking about their guest experience, right? The type of guest meaning, are you having kids? Some locations are not kid friendly, 18 and over. So I cannot invite kids. If it is that you must invite children, then you need to find, family friendly, all-inclusive resorts and the like. The elderly, the handicapped. Does this venue have ramps? Is it gonna be a cramped space? Will this place have seating? Right? Are you gonna be getting married out at the Grand Canyon or an area where you just have to stand the whole duration of the wedding? You have to think about these things. Ability to travel. I said before, can they travel out of town? Can they travel out of the country? So yeah. With guest experience, you have to think about your out of town guests, right? Where will they stay? Do they have to stay over based on the time that I'm gonna have my wedding, the time that the venue allows for me to have my wedding? You have to think about that. For us, what we did, we were able to get a discount code for our friends and families who were going to attend our wedding. We were having our wedding at Laughing Waters, Ocherios, and about 5 minutes away was the Rio Ochi. And so it was a quick thing. Our Kingston guests could come off the toll and straight to the resort. If you're gonna choose a venue that aligns with your theme, I said before, you must know what you want to do. You must know what your favorite color, what your preference, you must know something. So you're gonna choose a venue that aligns with your theme. Is it that you want a rustic theme? Then you would go for more of an outdoor versus a ballroom. In this way, your wedding will feel more connected to the space. The venue that you select should reflect you and your partner, right? And it should say something about what you two love. Maybe you love going to the beach, then you have your wedding on the beach. Maybe it is you love adventure, you may probably have your wedding at an adventure park. All in all, choose somewhere that feels authentic to you as a couple. Before I move on to the next point, I must say that, a lot of times I've met brides who they want to have their wedding on the beach, but they don't want to touch the sand. They don't want their guests to touch the sand. I mean, that's fine, That's fine because it has happened. But I'm left to wonder, why? It's on the beach where there is sand. Or they might find a venue that has no sort of foliage, and then they ask for a lot of greenery to be in the space. And instead of trying to create a space, especially if you have the option of so many other venues, why not choose a venue that already has these things there? Especially if it's something natural, you don't want to change that whole look and feel. You just want to have it there, a nice background for you and your guests to experience. Why not? The next step is online search. You're gonna go online and you're gonna really look to see, okay, is this really where I want to have my wedding? Remember now, you're having more than one options. So you're gonna use up your Google. I told y'all, Google is your best friend. Use up your Facebook. There are many Facebook groups. There are many online wedding forums. You can even use Instagram, hashtag the location. So you want to have a wedding in Mexico, hashtag Mexico, hashtag Mexican weddings or wedding in Mexico, right? You can look on Wedding Wire. A lot of travelers use that. You can actually find a lot of locations on websites, right? So you do your online search, you check out the reviews, you see what persons are saying about it. Also use your Google images, look on the space. Not everywhere you'll be able to visit. So or it doesn't make sense for you to visit every single venue that you're considering. So you look at it, you look at what past couples have to say about that location. After you've done all of that, the next step is narrow it down. I would say narrow it down to about 3 venues. 3 venues, because you will now start thinking to actually visit the locations, and you don't want to have so many to visit. You will get sensory overload, right? You don't want to do that to yourself. And if you're like me, who takes a long time to make decisions and overthink, then you don't want to have that happening, right? You just want to narrow it down to 2 or 3, best 2, and then you have your questions ready to ask. The next episode, I will be discussing things to consider when choosing a venue. That is gonna be a detailed video, and that's why I can't be this one. All right, so next video, reach out. Remember, in the earlier episode I did say that you're gonna have a professional email. So you're gonna reach out, you're gonna either send an email or you're going to call. And this can also help you to see the type of customer service that you're gonna get. How long are they taking to send an email? Bear in mind that it's events, and more than likely they are not in their office at the time that you're sending the email. So, bear that one in mind. You will see how quickly they respond, and when they do respond, how is it that they are responding? How are you feeling, from their response? Things like that you look about. Are they just like straight to the point? Are they detailed? Are they warm and welcoming? Are they already inviting you like, hey, thank you for choosing us. We want to see you. We look forward to meeting you. Stuff like that. And you're not only reaching out to get a sense of the customer service, but you're reaching out for actual information. So you've already Googled information about them. You now want to confirm. So you're going to, on the phone call or in the email, you're going to try to find out, okay, what is your venue capacity? How much is it to rent a space? What is it that you provide? What are your packages? Do you have preferred vendors? Is there a list of approved vendors that I can choose from? There are so many things that you need to ask. The 8th step is a site visit. No, for me, it was like a shotgun decision, because I knew that I wanted to have the wedding in December, right? I knew December. And the places that I was checking out, they were either too expensive, too far, never make sense. And I remember when a friend of mine, Marissa, she said, hey, Laughing Waters. And I'm like, And when I called them, they only had that one date available. And I said, you know what, let's go. And I booked a site visit, and it was just so easy. I never, funny enough, I never even met with a coordinator. I didn't even have a point person. I mean, that's sad, because you should have those things. But as I said, it was just so quick and fast, and I already knew what I wanted. I already had certain things, and it just worked out for me. I have no excuses. You should have a coordinator. You should have a point person. You should, meet with an actual person when you go on property. That never happened for me, but it all worked out, right? And we did the site visit. We took the trip to St. Anne, Jeffrey and I, and we, went on property. We looked at different locations on the property, and it just all came together, and we knew that, yeah, this is it. Apart from the fact that we didn't really have many options, it just worked out. That was just the location. Afterwards though, I found another location, you know. A friend of mine recommended another location, but that happened after I made the deposit. So that was a no-no, but it was definitely gonna be in the running if I had known about it before. So you want to do your site visit, you want to meet somebody, you want to feel out the space literally, you want to stand in the area and be like, yes, I can see myself walking down here, or I can put the tables here, I can have the bar over here, I can take pictures here. You want to have all of that dealt with.
When your darling is in love with the location.
And then, after your site visit to the locations, the next step is have a discussion. Remember, it's not you alone getting married. Have a discussion. Find out, you know, if the partner is comfortable as well. Sit down, weigh the pros and the cons. And of course, you need to watch the next episode to understand the things that you need to consider so as to be able to make a right decision, because there is a perfect venue for everybody. There is a perfect venue for you. All right? After you have the discussion now, you need to sign the dotted line. And signing the dotted line also means that you're going to make a deposit. And all of that will be discussed in the next episode. So, thank you for staying to the end of this video. I do appreciate you taking the time out to click on my video and to stay to the end of it. And I am just grateful that you stayed with me to the end. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Alright, fun fact. A Nepalese couple became the first people to wed at the world's highest peak in 2005, and that is at Mount Everest in Nepal. And the wedding lasted for 10 minutes, and bride and groom briefly removed their oxygen masks to save their vows. So let me know in the comments, where is the craziest place you have in mind to get married? Or where is the most unique place that you have attended a wedding? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Bye.